All right, ready? Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is September 3rd. We are live from HQ3. We are late on the episode because yesterday was Labor Day, and we're good Americans and we don't work on Labor Day.
Respecting our union brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
And the men and women who work.
Exactly.
And the trans folk that work.
And the trans folk that work. And the black folk that work. Okay? We're supporting everyone that
the
works.
The purple folk that work.
Exactly. I don't care if you're black, blue, purple, orange. We support that you're working.
That's a fact. But I feel like I haven't seen you boys in a while.
I know. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Haven't seen you fucking fucks in forever.
Months.
So good to be back.
It's crazy that people didn't realize that we banked episodes since May.
Summer off. What if we look completely different? What if Sass came in with a grizzled beard?
I've been in Wyoming for the last 3 months.
Yeah, just starting a militia. Just arming the good people of Cheyenne.
I was looking into that whole Idaho situation in northern Idaho. Have you ever read about that?
Oh, the top of Idaho?
Yeah.
Where it's exclusively Nazis.
Yeah, it's all Nazis.
And it's like more than you even think.
Yeah.
It's more than you expect.
Well, it's like apparently it's like the politicians are Nazis too.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's super respectable.
I was looking into it because I wanted to go fishing in Idaho. They got a beautiful salmon hatch out there in the spring, and I was just begging to get out there. But as a Jew, that's going to be tough for me.
Yeah. You'd have to join the Aryan Brotherhood.
Someone commented on my Don't Tell, and they said, "Is this kid a trust fund baby or a Jew?" And I replied, I said, "Both."
The perfect crossover.
Just kidding. I didn't reply.
But your Don't Tell shit went incredible.
Yeah, it did well. I was happy with it. It was pretty majority positive feedback.
And it got fucking incredible amounts of views.
Yeah, it did okay.
The only one with a better pace of views was that old fuck.
Yeah, he's killer.
There was an old woman on mine who blew up as well.
Yeah. There's a lady that went right before me who her TikToks are getting like 5 million likes per clip.
The one joke that old guy had was like the average life expectancy for men is 77 and I'm 78, but the average life expectancy for women is 81. So I'm thinking if I transition
4 more years.
It's
3 more years.
Pretty funny.
That's
I thought
great.
Pretty fucking good joke.
Yeah,
good.
his has like over 1 million views.
Yeah, that's the key. Get some life experience.
I know. I got to keep doing this shit for 60 more years
to get 1 million.
Or just make yourself look old.
Yeah,
which
true.
You are definitely on the hunt for that.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah, it was good. I was happy. It's definitely weight off my shoulders getting something out. So it's like I'm not.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good.
I was happy with it. It was pretty much all good feedback. There were some nasty comments that brought me down pretty hard.
Well, like
which
one specifically?
The stuff about my posture doesn't bother me at all. Because it's like, yeah, I have bad posture. It's like I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're shaped
It's
like a parenthesis.
what am I gonna do? Like people are like, oh, be as bad. It's weird because all the people that say like all the bad comments are people that are my fans.
How do you know that though?
Because I click on their profile and it says follow back, and they're the ones that are like, delivery sucks. And then you go on the YouTube and people are like, unbelievable delivery. And I'm like, oh, I don't really know what to think.
Do you think that your name is Adam because you have posture like you got a rib removed?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Biblical. Something biblical.
Very biblical.
Something biblical. A little touch of
Ecclesiastes
biblical.
332.
You already know what the fuck it is. But I was pretty proud of Sass, to be honest.
So was I.
I was like happy for him.
Yeah.
And like prideful to be involved.
It is
with
weird to work on jokes for like 4 years.
I was talking to Francis.
To work on jokes for like 4 years straight and then all the comments just be about your posture.
Yeah. But that's better than your jokes.
Yeah, I also think if you clean up your posture, they'll find another thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to just be about the jokes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say, I forgive my voice. It's a little hoarse.
You got after it?
I've been drinking.
The pictures that you sent us were a damn bacchanal.
I've been drinking to a point where I'm ready to join Sass
I'm drunk right now.
in sobriety.
The flight.
Really?
Because I was drunk then.
I was drunk then.
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
What's going on? Has it been fun, or it's just the?
I'm ready to shut it down, man.
Well, summer just ended. So
yeah, everyone says that. You get
it
Labor Day.
hasn't ended.
Huh?
It's not over though, right? It's September 22nd.
I don't know. The weather would say otherwise. It's
True.
cool.
It's a little brisk.
Today it happened like
I went full fall with my outfit.
Oh yeah, I could tell.
down to the
immediately.
socks. Show off your socks.
Boots.
Let's see the socks.
The socks are
Oh.
striped.
Say, brother, how much
Please.
did you drop on those socks?
I don't know, probably like $3.
Really?
Yeah.
They look like $25
I was
I was gonna
socks.
say those are a $30 pair.
I don't
looks like a
spend much on
25
Smart wool.
socks.
Are those smart wool?
I don't know. No, there's just probably like Banana Republic bin
Mm.
socks.
Dude, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
These Hanes 20 pack, $8. 20 pairs of socks.
Yeah, that's one where a little tiny thread comes loose and somehow all 20 pairs turn into floss.
Somehow your shirt's coming undone.
Yeah.
Dude, it is crazy. You literally pull one string and then the entire sock just starts
Yeah, they're
unraveling.
all connected.
It's just baggy
It's,
around your ankles.
But it's like, dude, Nike socks are like, it's like $30 for like 2 pairs
Dude,
of socks.
Nike
Yeah.
socks are like your thumbprint. Every single one of them is a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't pair them up. It's
Yeah.
impossible. It's like someone's eye or like the nose of a dog.
I'm a fan of the Darn Toughs. They're pretty expensive for basic socks, but they never break down. Ever.
Yeah.
They're great.
I don't know if I'm familiar with the
You'd
Darn
actually
Toughs.
really like
You'd
them
love
because
the darn toughs.
they make a good, hiking or
I love
outdoor
socks like that.
sock to wear.
That's like 90% of my socks are smart wool.
Yeah, Smart Wool is a very similar type product to Smart Wool.
If I see a pair of smart wool at a store, I'm instantly picking them up.
Well, speaking of, I was in Morocco in the
Oh,
Medinas,
yes.
Yeah, let's get the fuck into it.
and they had a store that was selling sneakers that were fakes.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I should see if I can get Sass a pair of the white
Ooh.
Adidas Sambas that you so
Yes.
desperately wanted in Cleveland.
Yes.
And I walked in, and these guys are relentless, man. If you even so much as raise an eyebrow or peek their way,
Yeah.
they're on you like glue.
Yeah.
So I go in and I said, "Do you have the white Sambas?" And he goes, "Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend.
Mhm.
Yes. Come. And he starts showing me, and I found the right pair, but I said, "Do you have a size US men's 4?" That's my friend's foot. And he was like, "I'm sorry, 4?"
Do you have a size that could fit at the bottom of a stilt?
Yeah. Like if you had a pet hog
Yeah.
that you wanted to put 4 little miniature sort of like
Your friend has peg leg?
Yeah. Like what you'd imagine if you had an ornament shoe for your Christmas tree. That size. I want 2 of those. No, I said I need a 9. I need a men's US 9. And he pulls a pair out from a box, and it was listed as a US 7.5. And I was like, well, that's not going to work. I need a 9. He goes, all the sizes are wrong on the tags. Here, look. And then he pulled out like a shoe that was double the size.
Yeah.
And it said that was like an 8.5.
That's crazy.
And it would have been too big for me.
Yeah.
And I have much bigger feet than you
Yeah.
do. So,
Well, normal size human feet.
well, I do. I mean, mine are in proportion to my height and body, whereas Sass's feet were dipped in some sort of
They were
like,
wrapped like a Chinese.
Dude, they literally just stopped
pausing
growing.
ink.
When I hit
was a
13,
child.
I peaked at feet size at 13.
You thought
I've
you were
literally
gonna
been a
get
size
bigger.
9 since I was 13 years old.
It makes me wonder, because remember when they talked about how if you started lifting weights when you were a kid, it would stunt your
Yeah.
growth? Did you just do a lot of like toe curls or
curls.
some
I was
sort of like,
I was just always on my feet.
were you wearing those ankle weights around?
Yeah.
It was because you were waiting tables. You
I
were
was
just-
running around
doing full
constantly.
steps.
Yeah. It's because I did track when I was young.
That's
Yeah.
why.
But all jokes aside, so then he pulled out this next size up that was it was bigger, and it was like the size was completely off. And I said, well, my friend is somewhat particular about the shoes that he puts on his feet, and I can't get him the wrong size. And he goes, trust me, these are 9.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way that there's no system here.
Yeah.
Because then he pulled out another pair that said it was like a size 14 and they were even smaller. And I was like, dude, there's no rhyme or reason to these tags. Obviously, I know it's fake, but, I need to know that it's the right size for my friend. These are not for me. And he was like, do you have a picture of your friend's feet?
Which you probably, like the last podcast, you were on the end. Like we probably could have zoomed.
He was just going to eyeball it.
What?
He was just going to eyeball it?
I don't know what he was going to do. He was desperate to sell me the shoes.
That's hilarious.
So I gave up and I had to walk out, and he was fully chasing me with little sambas on his hands. Being like, come back. I have the right
We
size.
make the size for you.
Yeah.
We make them fresh.
Getting fake sambas is hilarious too.
What's that?
I said fake sambas. These shoes are like $80.
That was my point. I made up my mind that if I were to buy you a gift, I would just get you the right real sambas. And
what are the fake ones? $70.
But we should, by the way, do that together. We should get him a pair of the white
pitch in
sambas.
on it.
Do a joint gift for Sass.
I mean, I'm growing into the black ones. I know people don't like them. Like a lot of people have been hitting me up being like, those suck. I hate you. But I actually don't hate these.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Boy, am I glad I didn't buy you the whites.
No, I would definitely wear the whites.
We got to get him the whites.
We should get him the whites.
Let's just throw those on a fucking like power line and
oh, that's good. That's good.
Just make them the fucking
every time Amy Schumer steals a Sass joke, we throw another pair of his shoes.
Yes, they got the.
Oh, that's another problem, dude. Is that all of our fans comment and they're like, Schumer did this bit, and then people that don't listen to every single episode of our podcast are probably like, damn, this guy's stealing jokes from Amy Schumer. It's just it fucks me.
No,
it's not a big deal.
It's a fucking bit. It's engagement. It's engagement. That's what the Mean Girls taught us, that as long as people are commenting,
even if they're commenting the meanest things,
the most hateful, nastiest things. Was there anything else that was like particularly hurtful that people said?
No, nothing really crazy. I mean, it was like the standard. There'd be like a handful of people that'd be like, you suck, I hate you. And then I'd look at their account and they're just like, their name's like Stoolie Rob or something like that. It's all just Barstool people.
Barstool guys.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah. But also, I mean, like, and also a lot of the people that listen to our podcast and also Yak fans and stuff really liked it and were very nice about it. So,
well, congratulations. Hopefully it skyrockets ticket sales and is the perfect appetizer to Francis's hour-long special.
When is that coming out?
Don't know.
We should have packaged ours together.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Like I opened, but it's like a completely different backdrop. We should have just mushed them together. Yeah.
Together.
The Fran Squatch special.
Damn. How was tell us more about your trip, man. I find Morocco so intoxicating. The idea of it so foreign. Were you at bazaars? Did you sit on a rug? Did you have
I did. I bought some rugs.
beans?
I bought some rugs, and then I was in the Medina, in the souk. I don't really know what Medina means. The old city. There's like this old walled city in Marrakech, which is where all the craziness is, and it's long kind of tunnely walkways that are covered with so many stalls selling the same shit, trinkets and light fixtures and rugs, lots of rugs, and then fake bullshit. I bought a bunch of fake white stuff from Prada, Hermes, all that stuff for this golf tournament that I played in on Fisher's Island this past weekend.
Isn't that like the most exclusive golf course in America?
It's one of them. Yeah.
Really?
It's up there. It's top 10.
You're just basing that off of the text message that Francis sent to
Yeah.
us.
He told us that.
Did I?
Yes. Yeah.
I said it's a really exclusive place.
Yeah. You said it was like the best golf tournament or some shit.
Best course. It's one of the best courses. I mean, it's an amazing course. And then one day a year they just make it into this. They make it into this sort of circus type thing with lots of.
The picture you sent was like the infield of the Preakness. Like people were just shit faced. All the women were dressed up as
Santa's
whores.
helpers.
Yeah.
As the women of the night.
It was amazing. I almost feel weird talking about it. I think there's like an air of secrecy about it. So I won't.
Bohemian Grove style.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Did you
give
guys
too many
sacrifice a poor person?
details.
You just drive a golf ball into the fucking chest of a poor person.
Firing
It is
squad.
on an island, and the only way to get there is via one of those old wooden ships that has slaves rowing it, and you use your 9-iron to whip them against the current.
Not even African slaves, though.
No, just
White slaves.
Yeah,
criminals.
white slaves who couldn't pay their debt, shoplifters from Walmart who
Yeah,
shoplifted in excess of $2,500.
the riffraff,
Yeah,
the forgotten,
damn.
flea-bitten hordes.
That sounds like a fucking blast.
It was really fun.
I
So
mean, the picture you had, the twinkle in your eye of somebody who is having as much fun as a human can have.
yeah, it
So
was really good.
That was a twinkle of the eye of a man who's on ecstasy. And a
None of
lot
that.
of it.
None of that had to be. I had to put that in my past.
He had a candy necklace with little ecstasy pills on it, and half of them were bitten off like Cheerios.
I couldn't use my hands to eat it, and I would take a little bite of the top half with my teeth and then clamp down and shoot the other half in someone else's mouth, which meant we were gonna fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
But
A lot of boys were fucked that day.
we were Michael Rubin's white party, my team. Everyone
Ah.
goes in costume, and so we were
it's
Michael
a
Rubin's
theme.
white party. That's why I was wearing all that fake white shit.
Amazing. But by the time you had taken the picture, that shirt was no more.
Yeah, they told me to take it off. So I'm one of the holes. So I did.
Ellis, tarps off.
Tarps off. We was tarps off all weekend. We went full college. I mean, we really did. It was awesome. Was playing a lot of beer pong at night, and I don't know, it was super fun. I haven't done something like that in a while. It felt good.
I'm
That's
happy
fun.
for you. That
Sounds
sounds
great.
like a fucking blast.
But I'm very hollow now.
Well, you're just dipping
Interesting.
into the reserves of fun. You're just borrowing fun from tomorrow.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna run out though.
No, you just build it up during the week.
That's true. I guess I should.
Just eat some broccoli and fucking artichokes or something.
Right,
Or, you
right.
know, sweat, and then you'll be ready for some fun again.
I'll be fine. I went to Amsterdam.
It
I
seemed
think-
like such a fucking sick trip.
Amsterdam is like, I can't speak highly enough of the place.
That's what everyone says when they go there.
It's just a city in order.
Yeah.
It's just a place that has their fucking act together in every single way. And then I didn't see a single homeless person the whole time.
They kill them.
They throw them in the
Yeah.
canals,
Yeah.
like bicycles.
Yeah.
I've heard that the nastiest part about Amsterdam is the fact that you'll step off the curb and almost get smoked by a 30-mile-an-hour biker who's coming from a way you don't expect. 'cause of
Bikers
cars.
run the city. You are on edge walking when you are walking along because you have to constantly be looking in every direction. There are very few cars. I mean, truly very few cars.
Yeah.
At one point, I took an Uber because I had to go do a show, and it was kind of far away. And when I say that this route that the guy had to take to get me there, it looked like he was scribbling a child's drawing on a map.
Yeah.
It was like up, left, down, back, this way, because they're all one ways, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't. So the bikers run the town, but dude, they're not like the bicyclists aren't douchebags. It's hot women in going out at night, and nobody wears a bike helmet. Not a single person wears a
Yeah.
bike helmet. Nobody's in biking attire at all.
No.
All the bikes are
Do they at least
commuter
like roll up their
bikes.
jeans?
No.
Not even one leg?
No.
Yeah.
They're all commuter bikes that are sort of old antique metal bikes that are the classic Dutch style. People have started buying e-bikes, and
Do they hate it?
well, a lot of the e-bikes get stolen. So people, when they go sit at a cafe, they chain their bike up and then they remove the motor thing and they bring that and they hold it in their hand while they have a drink.
Interesting.
That's a lot.
Fascinating.
Is it pretty flat there? Like, are they breaking sweats? I feel like it'd be shitty to just
It's easy to cruise around. When you come up
It's actually
to where
downhill everywhere.
It's the perfect country.
when
They've got it all figured out. Socialized medicine and downhill everywhere.
That's it. That's it. It all funnels down into a basin.
The hot ass schoolboys that you posted on your story were
Good-looking
something
boys.
else.
Saw some good-looking boys. I really wanted to crash that party, but they didn't have it the next night. It was only that night. I should have known better.
Explain the picture to the people that didn't see your story.
It's like rush week for the fraternities of the universities that are there, and the frats are all in townhomes along the canals.
Damn.
It seems as if, at least where I was staying, everybody has a house that's on the canal. So I don't know that that's a more expensive piece of real estate.
Yeah.
Necessarily. And when I say that, I mean, it's the most beautiful city I've ever been to.
Well, it's one of like the cleanest cities in the
It's really
world.
clean. And then at night, I mean, it was pretty crammed with tourists during the day, but at night, it's silent and empty. At least where I was. And the canals light up. There's houseboats that have beautiful lights. The lamps are all the same style, and they kind of bend around. And the water reflects off the canal water. The light reflects off the water. And it feels like something out of time. And it was so beautiful and so peaceful.
Did you weep?
Well, I just walked everywhere and would find myself stopping and staring at the water and being reflective, and it was great. That was the best part of it for me.
I want to know about
How long were you there?
I was there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. 3 nights. 3 days, 3 nights.
I want to know about 2 things. I want to know about the weed market there, and I want to know about the hookers.
I had a
I
bad
wanna know about the
experience
show.
with the weed market.
No. Come on.
I forgot that you did a show there.
Yeah, I did. And shout out to all the people who came out. I don't know, it was like 40, 45 people. Not a ton, but it was awesome.
Pretty solid for Amsterdam.
Yeah, it was great. Shows were great.
I can't sell 45 tickets in like some major cities in the U.S.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a last minute thing. I didn't promote it that much. And it was in a funky part of town, that kind of the Brooklyn of Amsterdam. You have to take a water taxi over, which by the way was free. And you ride your bike onto the boat, and then it goes, and everybody just wait. It's a 3-minute ride, and then you get off on the other side and you ride your bike right off.
It's free for everyone.
Free. It was all
It's
free.
insane how little we get from our taxes in the United States.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That we just pay so much,
Yeah.
and like fucking nothing is free.
Yeah.
That's just so nice.
So that was really fun. And
You said you had a bad experience at the weed market?
well, yeah, one night I went into one of the coffee shops. They have this, they're all called coffee shops, but they also have literal coffee shops. There's a huge coffee culture there. So it's very hard on Google Maps to differentiate what's selling weed and what's selling espresso. And I had a vision, a delusion that the weed coffee shops in Amsterdam would be basically like these high-end figure
Like an Apple store?
mixology cocktail bars
Yeah.
that you have in New York, where you can sit in a leather chair
Like an opium
and
den.
smoke a joint,
Yeah.
and play backgammon, or like, sit at a counter and talk to a budtender or whatever the fuck. And that it was like a different culture, and that it would be really cool and leisurely and upscale and classy. That was not what I found. The weed shops that I found over and over again were kind of fucking trashy.
Yeah.
They were places that were called like, space room
Yeah.
with neon lights, and like, they all sell like milkshakes and
Yeah. Do they sell like Korean like Lay's chips and shit?
yeah, it was just trash. And it's like they're playing kind of like techno
Like shrimp
music.
flavored
and it's,
chips.
Yeah.
it was like a bar that you'd find in Miami that's catering to young people,
Yeah.
tourists. I don't know, like 5 shots for $1, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was the coffee shops that I by and large found. A few had loungier areas, but they weren't, I don't know, it wasn't a place that I would have wanted to hang out.
Yeah. And you have to smoke the weed there.
Yeah, allegedly. I couldn't figure that out. I mean, what I learned is that the culture of people who smoke weed in Amsterdam, they buy their weed and then they go back to their home
And then they smoke it there.
Not many people actually like stay out. It's just sort of a touristy trap. And I got into a little bit of a tiff with one of the weed places.
One of the Budtenders.
I was walking back. I went to an amazing restaurant called Sass, which is, by the way, everything there seems to be like plant-based or plant-forward.
So you were in heaven.
Well, no,
Yeah.
not really. I don't like vegetarian and vegan menus, restaurants.
Really?
No.
He
much
likes that as an
mushrooms?
appetizer. He doesn't like that as a main dish.
I like healthy food, but I need protein. I like fish and meat. I really do.
Yeah.
Also, when I go out to a restaurant, I want that because, I can make myself a fucking salad.
Yeah.
So I went, but that place was pretty sick. And then I walked home from there, which was like you just walk everywhere. It's a 45-minute walk. It was awesome. And I stopped in a neighborhood called De Pipe.
And what was the name of the restaurant?
Sass.
And you went to De Pipe from Sass?
Yep.
Mm.
And De Pipe is sort
Pipe.
of like a Williamsburgy type neighborhood,
Yeah.
These
And
bitches trying to get De Pipe.
The pipe.
Yeah.
It was the red light district.
Name.
It's spelled DE space PIJP.
Oh, De Pipe.
De Pipe.
The pipe.
And I walked into one of the coffee shops that had high markings. And this was my first time going into one. And I was the only guy in there. And I went up to the guy and I said, "Hey, I'd like a pre-roll."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Do you want one?" I can't do a Dutch accent.
Fuck it, try it.
Try it.
Do you want one
Just do
with
Indian if you can't
do you want
figure it
one
out.
with
Do you
the
want one
tobacco or just the pure weed? And I was like, "Oh, just weed, thanks." And he goes, "All right, we only have two options then. It's either the sativa or the indica." And I was like, "Well, what's sort of the top shelf weed? What's the best quality?" He was like, "That's the one from the California weed here, and it's the indica." And I was like, "Oh, your best weed is from California?" And he goes, "Do you want it or not?" And I was like, "I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I'll take it." And he goes, "Okay." And he sells me the joint. And then I was like, "By the way, do you have any matches?" And he goes, "Matches? In America, do they give you matches every time you buy the weed?" And I was like, "In some places, yeah, I guess." And he goes, "Well, then I might as well plant the whole tree to replace the matches."
What?
And I go, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "You buy a lighter, it's better." And I go, "You're telling me you think environmentally that one box of matches is better than an entire like plastic lighter that will end up in landfill and never decompose?"
Yeah.
And I started like arguing with this guy a little bit about the environmental implications for how I was going to light my joint.
Yeah.
And they were giving me shit. And then there was a guy behind me who had come in,
Yeah.
a Dutch kid, who was like now chiming in about the matches issue.
What was he saying?
He was like, "I can't believe that everywhere in America they have matches." And I was like, "Well, you go to a restaurant, they'll have like a souvenir box that you can bring home." And I actually have a bowl of matches that I collect, which I really like. This is like a little token from everywhere I've been. I love matches. Someone told me, he goes, "It's better for the smoke when you light with the lighter." And I was like, "No, it's actually not. I've really been told that the butane from a lighter
Yeah, it's bad.
sort of makes the first few drags taste worse, and that striking a match and lighting it up that way is I don't know. Who knows if that's fucking true?" But I'm arguing with this kid. I'm fighting a two-front war against the Dutch, which is ironic because they just got run over by the fucking Nazis anyway. And I finally like took my thing and walked out, but I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was kind of pissed off. And what I learned, or this was my guess, which was kind of confirmed because I talked about it on stage when I did the show. Amsterdam and Holland in general were the place to go for weed for decades before, when the rest of the world had it as an illegal drug.
Mm-hmm.
And it was spoken of as this sort of like mythical place that was the leader of weed and progressive thought and oh, you can smoke legal weed in Amsterdam. I remember growing up thinking like, holy shit, what a crazy like unicorn city that you can go there and smoke in these coffee shops. And then what happened is weed became legal everywhere. And not only that, but America, California made way better weed.
Yeah.
And so all the tourists that for years would go to Amsterdam and go into these coffee shops and be like, wow, weed?
Yeah.
Like what should I get? And they'd be like, you should try this, whatever. Now those people that walk in are like, I'd like a sativa dominant hybrid grown outdoors with like a 21% THC content. And by the way, like, can you tell me the terpene count? May I look at it under a microscope? And then they're like, listen, we don't fucking have that.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? Because we're used to that.
Yeah,
you go to any bud shop in fucking Colorado, California, even Maine, Massachusetts. That's what you do.
Yeah.
There's a menu with 40 different strains and 400 different edibles. There's wax and all this shatter and all this crazy stuff. And we just totally surpassed Holland in our weedology. So all these tourists now have gone from being blown away by the novelty to running the show arrogantly, maybe. And the Dutch coffee people are pissed off about it. They're haughty.
Yeah.
Well,
it is kind of crazy to go to Amsterdam and then their best weed is California weed.
Exactly. And it was like, I didn't want to buy a California joint in Amsterdam, but the only other options they had were spliffs.
Yeah.
And I don't like smoking tobacco-laced joints. So, I get it. I was a little bit falling into that trope of being like kind of the entitled American about weed, I guess. But I guess I would say like the last 6-ish years of the pendulum swinging towards us being more weed people in America than they are, having a different culture has made these guys a little defensive, and that's what I encountered.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other like industries are like that, where they used to just dominate in one area, and now like it's completely globalized and everybody has access to it. Like I guess like Detroit with like cars or some shit like that. Like if you try to be like, I want a fucking Ford or some shit like that, and it's like you can get a fucking Mercedes, you can get a billion different cars all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Super interesting. But I guess I guess it's like going like the best wine is from wherever, like France or whatever.
Yeah,
like
but all that's changing now too, because all those legendary producers in France they're having horrific yields of grapes because it's too hot. So wine production is moving north, and weirdly, like England is now becoming a leader of sparkling wine. Obviously not champagne, but a champagne equivalent. They're going to become that, and then like Oregon, and that's why Oregon and Washington are becoming Pinot producers.
I heard by 2100 that you're going to be able to grow oranges in Pennsylvania.
Is that right?
I heard that.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard.
You also said there was going to be flying cars in the next year.
I said in 10 years, and I said that you're going to... I didn't say cars. I didn't call them cars. They're not going to be cars. They're going to be flying vehicles.
Flowers.
And as soon as I said that, there were like links to 60 Minutes reports, Washington Journal articles. This isn't something.
You see that article? Someone just reposted that article that said, I remember when it came out, it was like super viral on Twitter, and it said that women are going to be having sex with more robots than men by 2025. And someone just quote tweeted it and was like, counting down the days.
I mean, do vibrators count?
I don't. In the picture, it's a lady with her head resting on a robot,
like on his chest,
like a man's chest
like
of a
robot.
Yeah.
After a robot just pleased the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
That's crazy. That the idea of you bickering with not only the owner of the shop or the guy working at the shop, but then customers is like
a line
it's
coming
such
in behind
like a
you.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah. And I mean, to top it all off, I explained again. When I walked in, I was the only person. It was late. It was probably 9 p.m. And I was the only person in there. It was a Thursday night. And when I walked in, they had actually, in this place, they had a lounge area.
Yeah.
With the leather chairs that I was sort of looking for. The front part of the store was shitty, but the back had this nice roped off area. And I say it, truly roped off. There was a red rope with 2 stands separating it. And I said to the guy, I go, can I be honest? And this was before things got testy. I said, is there, am I allowed to go back there? And he goes, no, that's just for the owner.
Oh.
And I said, I mean, there must have been 40 seats back there.
Yeah.
40 places to sit. And I said, what do you mean? Like, just for him? And he goes, yeah, he built that as part of the store for when he wants to come here and hang out with his friends, but no one else.
It's the Brandon Walker smoking lounge.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Literally is that.
And I said, that's funny. I mean, I had this vision that a lot of these coffee shops would have an area like that where you could sit and enjoy your joint and do that, but I haven't found that. And he was like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you had so much conversation with this guy.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to learn and trying to just ask, like, questions, fact-finding questions in a respectful way.
Did he have a retort to the plastic comment? Because where does he think the plastic goes?
Yeah, that's that. I said the plastic comment, and then the guy behind me was the one who then responded to that by saying, "Well, it's better for the smoke.
The lighter.
You'll take the smoke. It'll be better smoke with the lighter."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, it won't.
Shut
dude.
the fuck up, pothead.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, burnout.
Stoner.
As this is happening, that guy is buying just the tiniest amount in a tiny little bag, like a $5 bag of weed.
Yeah.
And they're transacting while they're both arguing with me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, yeah, I thought there'd be a place where you could go and have
you ever been to
some food and stuff like that. And he goes, and then he finally was like, you should try this place. You go, you could have milkshake, you could have pizza.
Oh, they sent you to an American place.
And I was like, I don't want a milkshake or pizza.
Yeah.
You can have French fries and hamburger fat ass.
Yeah, exactly. It's like greasy microwaved pub food.
Yeah.
That you would eat like a stoned 9-year-old. I'm like, dude, I don't want to recreate my first experience smoking weed. I have achieved a level of discernment.
There's
with
parents
marijuana.
Upstairs. They'll yell at you.
Yeah. How about a fucking enterprising jazz duo like be playing behind me while I
sounds like you were looking for more of like a Starbucks Reserve type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking, not even that. I was looking for a local kind of coffee shop type place that sold weed.
Yeah.
Or like a hookah lounge.
I imagined it in my head. I always pictured it to be like a coffee, like literally like a Starbucks Reserve that had like massive vents everywhere to like remove the weed smoke, and everyone was just smoking weed.
No, it's wooden tables with wooden chairs that are uncomfortable, and people are sitting there chain smoking joints, and there's like loud housey music playing.
Yeah.
And then like the fucking Budtenders are behind bulletproof glass.
It's for criminals.
Oh, so it's literally just like a bodega.
It's like it's a little closer to a bodega than it is to
Do
a
they even
fucking
have guns in
coffee
Amsterdam?
shop. No. The only thing people steal are electric bike motors.
And people are just smashing the bike motors into the bulletproof glass.
Yeah. That said, I did smoke the joint. The California joint. It was very good weed.
I'm sure.
I sat on a park bench overlooking the canal, and it was lovely. And walking around that city, gently stoned, was a sublime experience. And my impression of the Dutch is 10 out of 10. As a people, they are not as icy and standoffish as the Scandinavians, but they sort of... And so there's like, they're warmer than that, but they have the same like upright drive and togetherness that the Scandinavians had. It's a little bit, I would call it a cross between like Norway, Germany, and England in a way.
Geographically, that's pretty spot on.
Right. Maybe that's obvious. They're handsome. They're good looking people. They dress well. The bike thing is fucking awesome. I rented a bike for my hotel for the day. It was like 20 euros.
Yeah.
And I had it all day long. And I had the best time just bombing around the city and biking, going to little shops, looking at things. I went to the the Rijksmuseum and saw the Dutch masters, Rembrandt, Vermeer.
Wait, Dutch masters?
Yeah. I saw
Holy shit.
Rembrandt's Night Watch, which is this it's his greatest painting. It's the size of that fucking wall. It's huge. For some reason, people are always attacking it. It's got to be protesters. So they were doing a little bit of a repair, which, whatever, there's some scaffolding around it, but I still got the idea. The Vermeers are unbelievable. I did not make it to the Van Gogh Museum, which I regret. I'll have to go back.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You said the one museum, though, you were like, I just feel like it's just the same thing. It's all just running together. That looked like a museum of just like 12 by 12 paintings and chairs.
That was the Rijksmuseum. It was too big. It was
I don't
too
like
much.
seeing chairs in museums.
No.
Like, that shit does not fucking scratch my itch.
But they did have old weapons that were used during the time of the Dutch East India Company, which is, as you guys probably know, is the first publicly traded company in the world.
Of course.
Of course.
And was the reason that the Dutch ran the world economy.
Yeah.
The Dutch currency was the global reserve currency for many years until it was overtaken by
the pound.
That's right. The British pound.
Interesting.
Control of the seas was always kind of what dictated, I think, whoever.
Well, they fucking
had the global
they
reserve
colonized
currency.
New Amsterdam. What isn't there a neighborhood there? Isn't like the original Harlem there?
I wouldn't have seen that. I was gonna stay away from a place like that.
I thought the Harlem there was like
Going to Amsterdam and being like, what's like Harlem around here?
Where's your bad neighborhood?
No, they have a neighborhood called Harlem.
Oh, really?
I think Harlem's like a Dutch word. Probably two
Probably
A's or something.
HARLAAM.
Yeah, Harlem.
Yeah, the Harlem.
But
Well, it sounds awesome.
it sounds like a blast.
I just think, like, from a sensory perception or perspective, rather, the scene, the light, the architecture. I don't know. Not to get too fucking long-winded, which I have, of course, but
I'm enjoying it.
I've been enjoying it
I
as
feel
well.
like I'm transported there.
know.
it really surprised me. I've thought it would be a little bit like going when you go to, say a European city, and after a couple of days, you're like, everything kind of looks the same.
Yeah.
That was not the case. Everything, the canals to me were, I could have looked at them all fucking day.
Yeah, that stuff looks, I've always wanted to see that.
Plus,
Looks
the
awesome.
temperature was amazing. It was so comfortable there. It's cool, sort of Northern Europe. And then it didn't really rain, and they do say that it rains like 70% of the days there.
Oh, really?
So
And you missed it?
I had one shower. I sat on at a cafe and got to know a bunch of Dutch people, talked to them for a while, just drank, a bottle of wine by myself, which was pretty fun. Back to the canal. Cool shit.
What did they ask you? What did you tell them about yourself? How much does Big Cat make?
Yeah.
How long are Harry's balls really? No, yeah, they were just, I don't know, it was just friendly, outgoing, warm, and everyone was.
You told me you were there for comedy?
Yep.
That's fucking sick. That probably contextualized you in a cool way for them.
Yeah.
You looked at place with all of them. You looked like you
Yeah.
belonged.
Oh, that was another fun thing, is that everybody would address me in Dutch, and I would then say, I'm sorry, hi, how's it going? And they were so unbelieving that I was not Dutch that they would then respond again in Dutch, and I would have to put my foot down and say English. Sorry, I only speak English.
English.
But they all speak perfect English.
Yeah.
That's such a
Of course
fucking.
they do.
Perfect English.
That's such a compliment when you go to another country and they think you're local.
Yes, it happens
Never
to
had
me
that.
in Holland. It happens to me in Scandinavia, England, Germany, not France. Definitely not France.
Even though that's probably where you want it the most.
Well, the irony there is that I then respond in French, and they're like, "Oh shit."
And then they go, all right, dude, cut the shit.
That's
Yeah.
very
I'm
funny.
talking to you in English.
Fucking TikTok pranks. What was better, Morocco or Amsterdam? You also have something. Oh, it fell off. You had something on your nose dangling, and
Like
I
a
didn't watch.
booger?
No, it was like a hair that wasn't yours.
Oh, funky.
Some pussy hair. You eating pussy?
Yeah, red light districts.
Eating some boar pussy all morning. I would say that for me, my experience in Amsterdam was better because I've been in Morocco before, and Morocco. What?
Kind of old news.
Yeah, just they've said it. They say it's changed a lot. It has from the first time I went. It now is much more glamorous.
Woke.
Yeah,
They went woke over
a lot
there.
of libs.
It's not. It's they're all talking about how safe it is, and I don't know. Just didn't seem. It's been built up more. Like Richard Branson has a hotel there now. Cristiano Ronaldo built one.
Are they awesome? I bet the hotels there are fucking.
The hotel I stayed in was fucking sick. It was awesome.
Show me a picture of your room.
I will once we're done.
Yes.
It was like a riad.
Oh, God.
Call it a townhome.
Oh fuck yeah!
I had my own personal plunge pool.
Oh God!
Really, really great.
Oh my God!
I also
Personal
will
plunge
say
pool.
that the call to prayer, which emanates from loudspeakers in mosques around the city every day at the same times, is beautiful. It's kind of this lilting, haunting thing that just shuts everyone down, and they kind of take a break and
They're
go
Muslim?
pray. The whole country.
Did you make salat? Did you pray to Mecca?
I didn't. Felt like that would have been the wrong thing to do.
Hey guys, let's take a second to talk about Game Time, and specifically let's talk about Game Time Picks. You know what Game Time Picks is? It is the next level. They are making it even easier to get into the game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I literally just went to the Phillies game two nights ago with Game Time Picks, and oh my gosh, so easy. Got in there. Phillies beat the Bravos in extras, fucking gluten-free hot dogs, non-alcoholic beers, the fucking life.
God, that sounds fun.
Americana, man.
And that's not possible without Game Time.
It really wouldn't be. You'd have to be, I mean, you're probably sitting outside the stadium playing a saxophone for cash, some BS like that. Game Time. You get through thousands of tickets. I was looking at tickets for that comedy show you're going to.
Sebastian.
Yeah. And there's amazing deals right over there. Pull up your chosen event, go to the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you. Download the Game Time app today. Use code BOYDAD to easily score great tickets with the new Game Time Picks. New Game Time Picks. What time is it?
Game time.
Game time.
Game time.
Let's get back to this freaking show.
But everybody does it. Everybody
Can't hurt. Getting involved.
They like when the guys running their shops will get someone else to like man the shop for a few minutes, and while they go to the mosque and pray, and then they come back, and then that guy goes.
So they're going
everybody
in shifts.
Yeah, and they do it 5 times a day. I mean, I can't even.
A lot of steps.
I don't know.
That's probably how they stay so slender.
A lot of bowing down. That's probably how that lower back stays so loose.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No posture problems on those guys.
I
No.
know.
Just a constant stretch.
You should join Muslim before
I
your next
know.
Don't Tell set.
I know.
Join Muslim.
All right, so that's my travel stories.
That's
Those are my
fucking
Sounds
stories.
incredible.
awesome.
If you have any more, bless us with them.
I know. I'm jealous. It sounds sick.
I know.
No, it was a
Sass.
good trip. You know, I will say,
And
like,
then just straight to Montauk,
no, Fisher's Island.
Fisher's Island.
Yeah, I got home, flew home, and then
And you said, all right, where's the booze at?
Where's the next party?
went to bed and woke up the next morning and bounced right out to Fisher's Island for a golf tournament.
You probably had stories for those boys.
Where's
had a
the
time.
motherfucking booze at?
Yeah.
I need a bottle of booze.
Motherfucking Grey Goose, baby.
What were you drinking out there? Wine?
Everything.
Bud Light.
Just, it was a ton of Bud Light.
You were?
Yeah.
Not even Heineken?
No. Oh, wait, where? In Amsterdam?
Yeah, not at fucking Fisher's Island.
Oh, in Amsterdam, I drank some Heinekens. Also, just like a lot of Negronis.
You drink
And
any,
some wine.
what are they, 1642s? What are those beers?
Kronenbergs?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, those are French, though, or Belgian.
I think they're French. I had them in France. They were very good.
Yeah.
They also just sell them in America.
Cronenberg? That sounds German as hell.
Yeah, actually, I don't know.
Okay, nerd.
Berg? Oh, you probably fucking drink them because it ends in Berg. You Jew.
No, I drank them. That was the first legal beer I ever got. I got it at a McDonald's at the in France at the fucking museum. What's it called?
The Louvre.
The Louvre. I had it at the Louvre at the McDonald's. And then I went to the bathroom and I chugged it because I was in school.
Really?
Yeah, we were on a
How
field
old were
trip.
you?
I was 17.
Wow, that's ballsy.
It was awesome.
Kids at our school did that in high school and they got caught.
We didn't get caught.
Suspended.
We did go to a bar. We had like an hour of free time and we went to a bar right next to the Louvre. And there was a dude there who apparently was from the same town as us, and he bought us all around. It was funny though, because it was like we're in France and we're all just drinking like Miller Lite and Corona.
Yeah.
And some weirdos furnishing.
Yeah.
At the time, he probably seemed like the man, but now it's like, why are you buying those 16-year-olds?
He bought it for us when he was leaving, because he saw one of our buddies had the sweatshirt.
Oh, of your town?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I bet you had a very nice buzz from that bathroom beer.
Oh, hammered.
You start like pissing on a fucking Mona Lisa.
That's like when you're that young, like 2 beers, you're fucking blacked out.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's such a
the
nice
best.
feeling.
Mm.
Just getting that tolerance down. Francis probably needs to drink a keg, and he's just fine right now.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down.
Francis has one of those like gag wine glasses that you buy at like a party store.
What? Where like
The one that's like it's like a gallon big, like one of those ones that like moms post on Facebook, and they're like just having one glass of wine.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
The doctor says one glass of wine is good for your heart. Actually,
That's Francis every night.
just a punch bowl. Dinner is served.
I haven't been up to dick all.
We went camping. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but that was like one day. I haven't done shit, dude.
Where did you go camping?
I went fishing. I caught 2 trout in the morning, and then I caught 30 smallmouth bass.
Ooh, smallmouth?
Yeah, but that's not what I wanted to catch. But it was still fun. It was good. And
You got any pictures?
yeah, but it's not really anything that's going to interest you.
I have one more story.
Okay. Feel free. I don't have
He
a
hasn't
lot.
been doing dick
I haven't
haul.
been doing dick all. I've just been playing Black Ops 6 and doing new jokes at the stand
I was
and bombing.
I was in the pool at the Moroccan hotel, and I was doing some breath holding stuff. You know me.
Yeah.
I try to do as many lengths underwater as I can. And at the other end of the pool, I noticed that there were 2 handsome Arab guys, young guys, also doing the same thing. And so I sort of swam over to them and struck up a conversation. I said, "What are you guys up to?" And they were like, "Well, we're training for spearfishing season."
Ooh.
And I was like, "Whoa, so you do it without oxygen? Like you just do it on a
Free
breath?"
dive?
And they were like, "We think that's more sporting,"
Yeah.
which is true. I think that's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was like, "Do you use the sling one, or do you use the the one that
Shoots.
weaponized
Yeah.
one?" They were like, "Well, we use the weaponized one or whatever, but we do it on one breath."
That's pretty sick.
And I was like, "Wow, that's awesome." And they were like, "Yeah, we go off the oil rigs in Dubai."
What? That's got to be so dangerous.
Yeah.
Aren't there like fucking like tons of sharks out there?
Dude, they said it's totally
That's
it's
horrifying.
totally illegal, but they go do it anyway, and they go off the pillars of the oil rigs and they spearfish around there. And then this young guy casually dropped, and he said something like, I don't know, yeah, last time we were on the yacht, we had like 14 kingfish or something. And I was like, oh shit, yacht? So they're from Dubai.
Yeah.
And
You're either
then
dirt poor or a trillionaire.
then he told me that I was like, what are you guys doing here? And he was like, well, my dad just built a house at the new Four Seasons property nearby. And it's like a place that you can both stay at, but also has homes that you can build.
Right.
And he was like, but he was worried that the Wi-Fi and shit wasn't set up yet. So he just got us all rooms at this hotel to make sure that everything was okay. And he told him to bring all of his friends.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, holy shit. And so then we like exchanged info and followed each other on Instagram. This guy is the son of the crown prince of a major province of the United Arab Emirates.
That's
What?
insane. So billionaire.
I would think it's billions.
Yeah.
I think it's billions.
Easily.
In Dubai for sure.
Easily.
Oh my god! And he's just sporting spearfishing off of a fucking oil
Dude,
rig.
he probably
this guy's
owns
a
the
fun.
oil
This
rigs.
guy's a fun follow. Fun follow on Instagram. This kid, I don't know. He's probably in his mid-20s or something. But he and his buddy are both part of a team that does, I guess, American Ninja Warrior stuff. All but as a team. They like run these races. I guess it's a sport over there.
Yeah.
Where they do these obstacle courses and they're just in insane shape. They're like rock climbers. They're doing like backflips all over the fucking place. Cool, crazy shit. It's like a parkour team meets whatever, American Ninja Warrior. And that seems to be what he does.
Those are wild boys out there.
Yeah.
You always see the videos of them like riding a Ferrari on 2 wheels,
Oh, yeah.
hanging out the side of
In
it
like a
and shit.
desert, like shooting an AK.
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
of it.
they're doing ATV stuff. And his buddy who was with him, who's part of the team, has the Guinness World Record. I know this from his Instagram. Guinness World Record for most consecutive backflips down a sand dune. And there's just a video of him starting at the
Yeah,
top, going
just
wop, wop,
tumbling.
wop, 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 wop.
Fuck
That's
them up.
crazy.
Did like
dude.
100. It's fucking insanity.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
That's a dude you need to make
Bro,
like a
he
long-term
invited
friendship
me
with.
to come spearfishing with them in January.
You should do it.
I actually think I want to do
You
it.
should do it. You should like bring Donnie or something and make a video.
No, I can't risk that.
Oh,
yeah,
Donnie's
I
too
guess.
much of a wild card.
Well, he would just, I don't know. I love Donnie.
I guess
to
also they
death,
probably
but
wouldn't
he-
want to document it.
Yeah,
if
yes,
it's illegal.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is like a royal family or some shit.
Or just to write one blog about it.
You
Yeah.
should do it though. That would be.
They're probably
I think it'd
catching
be cool.
Goliath groupers out there.
They hunt for king. They go for king. They fish for kingfish. I
They
don't
probably
even
have
know
like
what that
armed
is.
bodyguards in
I
the
don't
water.
know. I
Yeah.
know the name, but I don't know.
He says it's like a bigger version of a barracuda.
Jesus. Well, then that's horrifying.
That's the thing they want. the most.
Barracuda have razor blade teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
what kind of spearfish is gonna fucking like? You must have massive spear. They must be shooting harpoons underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But the cool part was that I was able to do more lengths underwater than they did because I've been training a lot.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
pretty sick that they do no oxygen.
I
Fuck with
then
that.
held my breath and had someone tie me on a phone for as long as I could, and I set my own personal record.
How
What
long
was it?
2 full minutes. 2 minutes.
I thought you were gonna say like 5 minutes. To be
No,
honest.
I'm not a fucking psycho. Dude, I held my breath underwater for 2 full minutes.
I don't know. I feel like
I feel like I could do it. That's the problem.
Right now?
yeah.
I don't know. It seemed pretty nuts to me. I'd never done more than probably like a minute and a half.
just being still. I feel like it's harder if you're moving.
No,
for,
yeah.
like, 2
You
minutes.
gotta just calm yourself the fuck down for a while.
I
Settle
mean,
your
dude,
heart
if you
rate.
Wim Hofed into that, 5 minutes.
Yeah, when
easily.
I do Wim Hof, you hold it for 90 seconds. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I think
It's
if
a
I trained, I could
breeze.
probably do 2.5, maybe 3, if I really trained. But
think
I
if
don't
you
see
did
the
Wim
point.
Hof, you're going close to 4.
you got to start Wim Hofing.
Have
I
you not been
downloaded that
Hoffing?
app once and never figured it
Oh,
out.
you just do the YouTube video.
App. Yeah, I was just always on YouTube.
You just hit that video.
I don't understand it.
Feel the breath.
Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. It's fucking awesome.
That
Even
guy's
just-
awesome.
He
He's
says
the
he like
best.
didn't he say he injected himself
With
with like
E. coli.
Yeah.
yeah, or like Ebola.
Ebola.
Yeah, and he fought it off with the Wim Hof.
just to like prove it. He
Yeah.
just like breathed his way
they
through.
like watched it exit his body.
just marched out.
Dear
Can't
God.
do shit in here. This is a lost
All
cause.
of his videos are him like swimming in Antarctica.
And he did it because his wife like died of cancer
I think his wife killed herself.
with cancer.
She
No, I
injected
think-
herself with cancer?
I think his wife committed suicide, and then he got really into Wim Hof.
I thought she got sick and he was like, I can't fall this. I can't go out this way.
Quick Google.
Get to the bottom of this. I'm
Ron,
probably
how was
talking out
that
of my ass.
sweet weekend that you had up in the Hudson Valley?
Very, very chill, very relaxed.
Place looked awesome.
It was fucking dope. It was
Yeah.
very nice up there. Felt like a big getaway, but it was only an hour and a half away. Just letting the dog off the leash.
That's
Suicide.
S-
Jumped off a building.
Better man than me. And he said, now I'm going to breathe very deeply.
Nice win.
Yeah.
Nice win there.
Look, bro, if you're not up to date on Wim Hof, why don't you just sit this one out?
Fucking idiot.
Dude, we had our first softball tournament a week ago.
It was a tournament?
It was a preseason tournament. Like it doesn't count towards the regular season. Insane.
So it's not just a game.
It was crazy. Derek is out of his fucking mind.
In what way?
I look at him differently after that. Like I saw him that night and I was like, dude, you're fucking insane. Like he was like he was going fully back to prison. It was like he's as soon as we got out there and it was competitive. He's our coach / manager, Derek Drescher.
Yeah. He's a comic.
Yeah. He was like the coach / manager, and the first game we played, it's very like starts and like it's all like there's an umpire, we get there, the two managers shake hands, then we're instantly starting. Like there's not really any like sitting around or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the first team that we played was these like finance dudes or something. They're all like my age, but like they look like they're my age. They're all fucking jacked, wearing like skin tight shirts. They're all just like
hot as
athletes.
hell.
Yeah, they're athletes.
Hot ass athletes.
And we play the first inning. We let up like 3 runs in the first inning, and we score nothing. And then they're playing like they're like drinking like high noons. They're playing music, and our team's like. I'm the youngest person on our team by like 5 years, and our team they're like the other team they're playing like Taylor Swift or some shit, and our guys, half the people on our team have been to prison for like 10 years plus, and they're like these fucking pussies. Let's show them some real music, and then they're just playing like Tupac. And then Derek comes in from the mound. He was pitching, and he goes, "Turn this fucking music off. This isn't a fucking hip hop concert." And then he goes over to the other bench, to their bench where they're playing music. He goes, "Turn the fucking music off." And they're like, "We're not gonna turn the music off, dude." And he goes, "Then I'll go over there and I'll turn it off for you." And they're like, "Really? You're gonna do this?" It's Derek versus like 20 fucking jacked 23-year-olds
who probably still fight.
Yes, and Derek's at the mound yelling at them to turn the music off. And then they're playing a song, and Derek goes, "You ever hear the remix to this one? It's called 'Suck My Fucking Dick.'" And then the umpire stops the game. And he brings Derek in, and he goes, "If you said that to me, I would beat the shit out of you." And he's like, "I know we're like having fun and this is competitive." He's like, "That crosses the line." And then Derek had to like, dude, like another dude on our team had to like pull Derek aside and be like, you're like, he's like, "You got to bring it down a notch, dude."
This was game. This was game
dude, this
one
was
of the
like,
preseason.
This was like 10 minutes into game 1. 10 minutes in. It was insane.
Was he just driving there like with the heat blasting and the windows up all the way?
I guess
just
last year,
psyching himself up?
I guess last year they didn't win a single game.
He's like, "Not this
and
year."
he's like, he thinks that this year we should be really good.
Because you're on the squad?
No, I just think because, I mean, we should be. Everyone on our team, like half the team is like big men.
It's just insane.
And it's soft pitch softball.
Well, you know, what dictates who's actually good? It would have to be a team that has a bunch of people who played baseball.
That's what it was. The team that won. So we lost that first game by a lot. I think we could have won that game if it wasn't our first game. The second game we played, we smoked that team. We won like 12-4. And then the game after that, we played a group who I think they were just doing the tournament. I don't think they're even in the league. I think they were just doing the tournament because clearly just a full baseball team that plays together. They beat us 10-0. And then they beat the team in the championship that we lost to our first game. They beat them 10-0.
Just 10 run ruling everybody.
Yeah, they destroyed us. And it was like you would hit a ball and you'd be like, any other team that would have gone through, but somehow they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Like their fielding was insane. So we got fucking destroyed.
How did you do? Did you get some hits?
Yeah, I got hit every time. I never struck out, but
nice.
It's weird because it starts with when you get up to bat, you already have 1 strike and 1 ball.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. I was like, why don't we just make it 2 strikes and 3 balls? Like, wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
Rather than being like, all right, you already have 2. I don't know. I thought that was stupid. No one else seemed to care, but I thought that was dumb.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing.
So like if you don't swing on something once, then you're already at 2 strikes. So then the third one, they're like, well, I'm not going to strike out. So you're swinging at everything. You're hitting that shit that's a foot above
But you
your
got
head.
you got base hits, or you just made contact.
I got 2 base hits.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I had like 3 RBIs.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
How
Please.
about in the field? Shortstop, you said?
No, God, no. I'm fucking right field.
Really?
Yeah, where no one hits to unless it's a lefty.
Really?
Yeah.
They put you in the girl spot?
Yeah, pretty much. They
Damn.
don't really trust me.
Did you do any fielding practice?
Oh yeah.
And
It was great. I mean, I must have gotten like 30,000 steps that day because it was 3 games. We had 3 games.
That's sick.
And I biked to Central Park on an e-bike being like, this will probably take like 10 minutes. It took me like an hour. It was so long.
It does take a while to get up there.
Yeah. It was so far.
That's so sick, though, to have the camaraderie of the boys.
Yeah,
It was fun. Derek was, I mean, dude, it was crazy. You
Mhm.
should have seen it. It was like a full scene. Like tourists walking by and they're like shocked. And then he's turning to them being like, this is what real New York looks like. Keep it moving.
Where is he from?
He's from Brooklyn or East New York.
I mean, what did you
Yeah.
expect?
I don't know. I
He
know
probably
Derek's
played
crazy.
the last time he played softball was probably in prison.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect that from Derek, but this was like I'd never seen that level of like
Yeah.
intenseness.
I respect the hell out of it.
It was so and no one's like maybe like a couple people on the team would be like, dude, I'm so like Derek, like, oh, at the end of the game, he gets us all in a huddle and he's like, he's like, he's like, all right, a lot of work we need to do. And he's like, raise your hand if you made an error. And then like Danny Polachek raises his hand, 20 push-ups right now. And dude, people are actually doing the push-ups. It was crazy.
That's good. I like
He's just
that.
like Tom Hanks in a league of their own.
Yeah.
Just-
it was hilarious.
That's so impressive.
But we have a game on Sunday, and I texted him this morning, and I was like, if that game's not over by 1, I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's insane.
There's 9 games at 1 p.m.
That's insane.
I'm not missing opening week.
Do boys have spots on Friday night?
Yeah, definitely. Why? Because you're going to watch the birds?
Yeah.
My spots
Mm.
probably aren't until like midnight. Actually, no, I think I have spots all night. But I'll probably have like a 3-hour break. I would come meet you
I don't know what
somewhere.
I'm doing this weekend. I might be in rehab.
You should, just to see what it's like.
Go to Detox.
Do a little research.
I was watching, I was listening to Nick Coletti was on like some sobriety podcast and I was listening to it and he was talking about when he went to Detox and his roommate was just doing fentanyl the entire time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, sounds pretty dark.
So impressive.
Mm.
But it seems like a pretty common thing is that you go to Detox and you just like bring your drugs with you.
Boof
And
it.
it's just like, now no one's going to bother me now.
By the way, boofing is interesting. There is a discussion happening right now in my life about what it really means. And I understood it to mean people that sneak things in or out of prison or across state lines or whatever.
I was always under the impression it was chugging a beer through your ass.
Butt chugging.
Butt chugging.
Yeah, I think what I learned is that it can also mean, I think, that when you blow cocaine or drugs into someone's ass.
Oh, interesting.
What's
the
just
benefit
anything
of
through
that?
the ass.
There's that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where he's doing that to the stripper,
Is he?
the prostitute.
I
He's
thought he
doing
was doing cocaine off of her ass cheeks.
No, he's blowing it into her butt.
Oh.
Did they shoot it
That
in
must be a little
reverse?
Easter egg. I'll have
Like-
to watch that again.
Yeah.
You kind of blow it like a blow dart.
Yeah.
Like in Pulp
Oh,
Fiction
yes,
when they
yes,
pull
yes. I know what you're talking about. I remember that.
Yeah, I
scene.
never heard of that. I'd never knew that was also boofing.
You should have tried it in Europe.
No, I could barely even have weed on decent terms.
You didn't tell us about the red light district.
I didn't
either.
go. They told me to stay away from it. I wasn't very interested. I think it's pretty sad. Like, I don't really want to.
They're literally caged like snakes at
Yeah.
a PetSmart.
I did not go to the red light district. I had no interest.
You gotta go, bro.
So people kind of said that, but
Tell
I
us
just
about it when the
Get a
mics are
little
off.
Pussy, come on.
didn't want to go. Didn't go.
Dude, I watched last night. I was on YouTube and I stumbled upon Andrew Dice Clay at MSG. Might be the greatest comedy show of all time. That I would, if I could go to any comedy show in the history of time, it would be that show.
Do you
It's
watch him on
unreal.
Instagram now?
Oh, it's so funny. The Big Shot.
Or he'll just be like, "You guys want to take a picture of me?
Yeah,
It's a
you're
perfect
looking
chance."
for the face.
Yeah.
I heard you wanted a picture with the face.
And it'll be like the 23-year-old dudes from your softball
Yeah,
league on the
yeah.
Brooklyn Bridge.
They're
Like,
like,
what the
"No,
fuck are you
no, we're
talking
good,
about? Who are you?
Have you seen the one where he goes up to Aaron Rodgers?
Uh-uh.
He does that when they did Kill Tony at MSG. Aaron Rodgers was in the green room and he goes up to him. It's very funny.
Just to
Should
fuck with
watch
him.
it. Yeah, but dude, the one at MSG, they're it's so sick. They got fucking big ass like foam dice that they're like throwing around the crowd. Everyone's like repeating the jokes with him. It's just like a concert. It's so sick.
He's deep into the character, huh?
Yeah.
I never watched it. I'll watch it though. I'll treat myself.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the intro.
Is it all hickory dickory dock stuff?
No.
Just occasionally?
That's like, I think that's just like how he opens the set.
Oh, okay.
And then it's mostly
jokes.
Yeah, but the jokes are like, they'll be like, he's like, you know what I hate is when a bitch is sucking your dick and she's ignoring the balls. And then he's like, I hate when a bitch is sucking my dick and she's making eye contact with me. Look at my dick. You're supposed to be sucking my dick.
Me and Francis like a bit more cerebral type of comedy.
Oh, yeah, I do too. But that shit, I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
I only listen to clean comedy.
Yeah, clean cerebral shit.
Dice isn't for you, bro. Dice rules.
Yeah.
He's got the vest on that says Dice rules.
Yeah.
It's so turn the fucking lights on in here. I want to see these people. It's great. You gotta watch.
And he has 20,000 people there.
Yeah, he sold out 2 nights in a row.
Wasn't he the first comedian ever to sell out MSG?
Yeah. Or I think the first comedian to ever sell it out 2 nights in a row, maybe.
Oh. Who's like his clientele? Are they like Jersey Shore fist pumpers with perms?
I think it's
and
like
shit?
you go see Bruce Springsteen and Dice Clay back to back at MSG.
Yeah.
It might have been that no one sold out MSG between him and then Dane Cook. There was a long gap.
Really?
I could be wrong about that, but I think so.
Dane Cook sold it out.
Eddie
in
Murphy sold it
2000s?
out, but that was probably before Dice.
Dice sold it out in 1990.
Yeah, I would think Eddie Murphy was probably in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then Dice, and then I don't know that anyone sold it out until
So comedy was
Dane
dead
Cook.
for fucking 12 years?
Well, the 90s was a bad time for comedy.
Because Seinfeld was fucking dominating.
Well, I think the boom happened in the 80s, and then it really died off in the 90s.
I wonder why.
It's just like comes.
What
in
can we
waves.
point to culturally though that in the 90s they
Oversaturation?
killed comedy?
Everyone was.
Times were good. Yeah, no one had to laugh.
Yeah. Well, because if you listen to like old stories of people of like older comedians like Louis and stuff, they'll talk about being at the Cellar in the 90s, and there's like 5 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because now they sell out. They probably sell like 20,000 tickets a week.
It's because people thought Friends was funny.
Yeah, probably.
They're like, why do we have to go anywhere when fucking Phoebe and Chandler can fucking crack my ass up?
Yeah.
I've never laughed at a Friends joke in my life.
Yeah, I don't get that. I actually have many times. A lot of it I actually enjoyed.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I like Friends.
That's like when people like that weird phase where everyone was like, The Office is the worst show of all time.
I think The Office is hilarious.
The Office is unbelievable.
I think that they're just completely different stratospheres of types of comedy.
Yeah. I mean, now what I watch, I'm not going to like binge Friends.
But I would binge The Office.
I would watch The Office if it was on TV. Like at a hotel, I'll watch The Office.
Yeah, I don't think I'm throwing on Friends. And I've tried. I don't want to be this way. But it doesn't.
Now,
doesn't
bro, I
hit
think
for
you're
me.
just like, you're too cool for school.
No, I don't think I am.
I think you are.
I think that's completely the
Yeah,
opposite
that's
of
your
my
whole
personality.
thing. Yeah, your whole thing is like, Friends actually sucks. That's you're one of those guys. I was that way. I've been that way before, so I get it.
I'm sorry. I won't have an honest opinion about anything anymore. I'll say everything rules.
How
Never
were
laughed
the
at a Friends
shows?
joke in my entire life.
How was Pop Punk?
They were fucking.
It looked crazy.
Did you get hoarse?
They were actually awesome, huh?
Did you lose your voice?
No, I like
Do you think
trained
he
it.
loses his voice?
He
He's a
does
professional.
typically, but
I
this
lost
time
it
he
the last
didn't.
couple times.
Yeah.
And I was chugging water, doing tons of vocal exercises. I was like worried. I was like, these shows are going to be fucking dead. I was like promoting them way more. They were all sold out. Like there was
Sick.
like fucking 450 at the first show and like 600 at the fucking
Jesus.
second show or whatever.
That's so crazy.
And it was fucking, and they went so hard. It was so we were all just looking at each other on stage being like, this is so fun.
How was the Philly one?
It was the best crowd ever. Rowdy as fuck. Just like looking at the back corners of the room and people are just like screaming every word to the songs.
Bunch of libs.
In what way?
Fucking the birds, dude. The birds for Harris.
That was proven fake.
Eagles for Harris.
You fucking just eat up the propaganda.
What are we talking about?
You just eat up the propaganda.
No,
bro.
I don't think it was fake.
It was.
It was just the birds didn't actually back it.
Yeah, so it was fake. The Eagles tweeted out that it was fake.
I don't know. I bet there was a surprising amount of people that were like pumped on that.
I think that the Eagles ownership, I think Jeffrey Lurie is a traditional Democrat, but I don't think that he's putting that out.
Bitch.
Fuck yeah, bro. But no, Philly's not like that.
Oh, it is, dude.
Did you see people putting small stickers over the entire sign?
No, I didn't.
It's badass. People were like papering it over.
Yeah, they were putting stickers that said Harris Waltz 2024.
What's wrong with Waltz, bro?
Nothing, actually. Waltz is the man.
Yeah, Waltz rules. He's a football coach, bro. He's a football guy.
Yeah.
You can't get down with the football
What's
guy?
up with his son? Is he autistic?
Big time.
He is?
Big time.
Because I saw someone say, like, they were like, a lot of people don't know his son's actually neurodivergent. He has ADHD and anxiety. And I was like, I've been diagnosed with both of those things.
Yeah.
So am I neurodivergent?
It's like...
but then I think he has like a nonverbal
learning disorder. If you're 20 years old, you're neurodivergent. Doesn't matter who you are. All 20-year-olds are neurodivergent.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You really can't help it. But the Philly shows fucking rock, though.
Yeah, that's sick.
Both of them. It was so fun. You should come through and do one. I'm really trying to fucking get this Barstool Karaoke shit off the ground.
Yeah.
Where people come and sing a fucking song or whatever. We do like backing bands. And I added a tweak to it where we'll do like, it'll be like a themed night. So it'll be like country.
Yeah.
And we dress country and we play all country and someone sings country, or we do like fucking 90s rock or some shit like that. And you can come sing the fucking Friends theme song and laugh like a hyena. No one told me life was gonna be this way.
I don't like Friends. I'm never gonna pursue Friends, but I don't hate it. I'm not like one of those people that like
said it didn't make me laugh.
My personality isn't like that show's actually awful.
You just said I don't like Friends, and I just said it didn't make me laugh.
I don't like when people say they like something and then someone goes, actually that's bad. Actually, you shouldn't like that.
I didn't say it. That's not how it happened.
I
offered that I didn't enjoy
Never laughed at Friends my entire life.
I haven't.
One time I was talking to a guy about Dune.
Yeah.
And he was like, second was great. First one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I go, I actually loved it. And he goes, how?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. Subjective opinions being different.
Yeah.
I have different tastes
strokes
than
for
you.
different folks.
I used to be like that back in my when I was really popular on Twitter, and because I would just have opinions based on Twitter. I wouldn't have my own opinions. And I remember I was like, one of my friends was really into Rick and Morty, and I was like, dude, Rick and Morty fucking sucks. And then he was like, why? And I was like, I don't know. I've actually never seen it.
I've actually only seen the sweatpants.
Yeah. And then I watched it and I was like, this show's awesome.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Which is surprising that you enjoyed that because it's actually super highbrow, intelligent stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's no Dice Clay, but it's still good. I'm trying to broaden the comedy that I absorb.
Right.
Watched Ralph Barbossa's special this weekend. Hooting and hollering all night. So funny, dude.
Nice.
That clip I sent you is so funny.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great. Marcelo
Hernandez.
Hilarious.
Does he have a special coming out?
No, I don't think so. Or maybe, I don't know.
I went to his Spanish speaking night.
Yeah.
At the Cellar. I was howling. I was like, ja, 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 ja. I couldn't get enough of it.
Matt Rife's going to be on Kill Tony. Did you see that?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be good on that.
Worlds colliding.
Yeah.
Goats. Hot goats colliding.
Yeah. A bunch of hot kings.
I'll be in Austin, Texas at the Creek in the Cave September 19th weekend. Tickets at punchup.live/Francis Ellis. Hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there. Maybe I'll come down feature.
Why not?
Why not? You know?
Maybe I'll come down feature shit.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to be seeing Sebastian that weekend, I think.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm so pumped, dude. That's what I'm
you're
hoping.
seeing Sebastian is like my Colorado trip.
Yeah.
You've been talking about it for fucking 12 months.
I'm so
just go
pumped.
See Sebastian already,
I'm
dude.
So
just why don't you go to a city that he's at so you can stop
fun.
talking about it.
Me and my friends just keep calling each other, just doing Sebastian impressions. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna wear tuxes.
No, you're not. Dudes in suits.
You got it, dude.
You had to.
Sebastian at the Garden. That's like the classiest event of the year. I'm definitely bringing out the suit for that.
You got to tailgate in a tux.
Yeah.
You got to
I'm
go to the
going
black
slick
tux.
hair.
Yeah.
I need my hair to be hard as a rock for that.
You need champagne flutes. Just drinking drinking athletic brewing out of a champagne flute.
Exactly.
Just classy as hell.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
He's
Doing
the
up my bow tie.
Fucking Sebastian.
10 cases of Schlitz.
Sebastian. What else? What else did he say?
Oh, it's so good. I can't wait.
That guy's fucking unhinged. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to make it to Austin. We're all gonna be at fucking Sebastian.
Too bad.
I'm pumped too. We were gonna go on Sunday and then we changed it to Saturday because things got moved around. So now I'm not gonna miss any Sunday night ball.
Yeah, right. You're gonna be at a softball game.
No.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
All
always leave.
softball games are always during football.
I just got a Patriots cardigan
The fuck is wrong with you?
just for at home leisure. Just something to wear on game day over the
Nice.
jersey in case
Love
it's a little
that.
nippy.
Well, you watch Frasier. You fucking erudite bastard.
Very funny. Very silly.
Is Frasier fun? Is Frasier coming back? I think he is.
They did a reboot, right?
You could be this generation's Frasier.
Yeah, we got to get you a sitcom.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
You think Sass could be this generation's Frasier?
I don't know. I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
Frasier talks about the fucking finer things in life.
Yeah, he
I could
does.
definitely, like, dude, like if Friends was around today, you definitely could have played like Jennifer Aniston's boyfriend or something,
Yeah, it would have been fun.
like at the coffee shop.
Or like maybe Phoebe's boyfriend.
I think Phoebe's a lesbian.
Oh, Phoebe dates Paul Rudd, marries him.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
she used to be a lesbian? Is that what happened? Or her parents were lesbians?
No, she is.
You're
Oh, no,
thinking of
her girlfriend, or no, something happened with her being a lesbian, I thought.
I don't know.
You probably just couldn't
It's
hear
like
the
we're gonna have to
fucking
turn
plot
to old Google.
because you were scream laughing so hard. Because you
When
were
he's
doubled
wrong,
over.
and he may not be wrong, but when he's wrong, he just finds other ways to make it right. She's a lesbian? No.
There's
her
something
girlfriend's
about
a
her
lesbian.
associated with lesbianism.
She may be. I don't know. I don't know if I ever saw that moment where she was.
She's just rich with
Yeah, I guess she
lesbianism.
wasn't. I thought there was something.
Are you excited for
Oh,
Survivor?
no, it's Ross's ex-wife is a lesbian.
Yeah,
that's what it
right.
was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and she's blonde too.
Yeah. What were you saying, Ron?
Was her name Lisa, his
Yes.
ex-wife? That's probably why you got mixed up, because it's
Lisa
Lisa Kudrow is
Kudrow.
the actress playing Phoebe.
Classic.
Is it Lisa is his ex-wife?
Google
Ross's?
it, Sass. Sass, Google it. Ross
Yeah,
is-
it was. It's Lisa.
Lampanelli.
Lisa
Oh, no.
Munch.
Carol.
Carol.
Carol's such a 90s name.
What were you saying, Ron?
You don't see bitches named Carol anymore.
You really don't see bitches named Carol. What were you saying?
Carol's like
You were
Ursula
yapping
now.
about something. Talking ball?
You couldn't fucking hear me over the fantasies of fucking friends of
I
yore.
can't wait to get home and just throw on some Black Ops 6 and some Friends to the side.
Yeah.
Double screen.
Fucking Smelly Cat.
Yeah.
You were
Smelly
dying laughing with
cat,
Smelly
cat. What are they feeding you? It's a good song.
No, it's hilarious.
It's a catchy song. That song will be stuck in my head all day now.
Yeah, well, you'll just be laughing through it.
I sing
asking-
that about my dog all the time.
Smelly Dog.
Yeah.
Crazy. I was asking Francis if he was excited for Surviving Barstool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when is that?
September.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know who's doing it. I don't really haven't seen a full cast list. But
Me, you, Clemmer,
R.A.
No,
Whit.
RA's out.
Why?
Because he's an alcoholic.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. You're a bad guy.
What? He's getting help.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't actually know the reason. I just saw the video of Whit saying that he's not doing it. That's why I said R.A.
I thought that's what they were talking.
And then you kind of like brought it to the next level, made it personal.
They talk about it on every episode. They're like, he's fucking buckled down there trying to do interviews. Like, what do we think buckled means?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like his belt was too tight.
I feel attacked.
should.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I am.
Me, you, Clemmer, Smitty, White Sox Dave, Rico, Jersey Jerry,
Robbie
Dave,
Fox.
That's
Big
a
Cat,
solid whack
Robbie
pack.
Fox, Wally Gillo, Wallow Gilly,
Fitty.
Taylor.
Did you
Will.
watch Fitty on Wallow and Gilly?
I didn't watch it yet.
Decent.
Rhea.
Rhea,
Kelly
Kelly
Keegs.
Keegs,
It's
Frank.
a big ass cast.
24 people.
Really?
Yeah. 24 like
Jesus.
Jack Bauer, bro. Couldn't find room for you though, bro. Sorry.
I'm good. I don't want to do that.
Sorry
at
to
all.
say. That's not what Dave said. Dave said you were begging.
Dave lies.
Dave said that he was swimming in a sea of
Dave's the most
blue.
honest person I know. You never tell a lie.
Dave said that you were fucking texting him ad nauseum, just desperate to get on. Please, boss man. It's 5x your salary.
I know.
With
How much is it?
$250.
Jesus Christ. That's insane. I
Yeah.
can see why people wanted to get in on it.
Caleb,
Caleb?
chicken fry.
Chicken fry?
I'm saying, bro.
What? None of these people need $250,000.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
Ironically, I do.
Yeah.
Same.
Caleb and chicken fry. That net worth is like the fucking Dubai guy that you met.
Yeah, they're spearfishing off the coast
Yeah.
of Morocco.
They just built a property of the Four Seasons.
Monaco.
Anytime you call something a property, you know it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
rich.
They're spearfishing at the Brooklyn Aquarium.
Yeah. At the Baltimore Aquarium, just in the dolphin tank, spearfishing. Fucking sick. So we have that coming up. Also, I'm doing compliment battles in the city on September 14th.
Absolute.
The nicest come through. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be very funny.
Sass and I'll be in Rochester together in October as well. But
Yes.
first come to Austin, see me. And then we'll go do Rochester. Then we got some fun stuff after that.
We got a lot of fun stuff planned. A lot of fun stuff coming up.
LittleSasquatchWebsite.com. Punchup.live/Francis
Have you
Ellis.
seen a precipitous uptick in sales since you're?
Not at all. No.
Have you checked?
I know, but I don't think.
I mean, you have 5 meetings with your business managers every week.
I haven't gotten really that big of a bump from the set. Like, it's mostly just people that know me watched it, and then people that don't know me watched it. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have, like, to get a bump in ticket sales, the video needs to get, like, 2 million views.
You'll get there.
We'll see.
No, we're gonna click farm it.
Yeah.
We're gonna boost the shit out of that.
I would. If you haven't watched it, please go watch
Me
it.
and Francis are gonna put that together as a little gift for you.
I'm never doing that material again. It's done.
We'll split
It's
the
out.
click farm fee.
Well, at the very end of the show, after your encore, when you come
When I
back
come
on
back
stage,
out, I'll probably redo
they're gonna
it.
be like, "Do you all?"
Yeah. It's gonna be like dice. Like, they're gonna be chanting the U-Haul bit back at me.
Happiness is for good boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$80 million. But yes, please go watch that if you haven't watched it.
Trust.
Cool.
All right.
See you guys.
We'll see you guys
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. All right. Goodbye.